name is Gabriel Carrillo. I'm from the high school ministry. Today I have the pleasure of sharing my thoughts with you on this quiet time. Some fun things about me. I like to play football. I like to go out, work out. So basically everything I can't do because of this virus. I can speak Chinese. 大家好，我会说中文吗？一点点。We're going to be reviewing this big thing about skepticism and how some people are more skeptical than others. One thing that was really present in my life was, I was always skeptical of this religion, of Christianity. And one big thing about that was prayer. Have you guys ever felt that, who's listening to me? Or, is anyone there listening to me? And if they are listening, would they want to listen to me? Today's quiet time is going to be about how some of us are more skeptical than others. So we're going to be looking at James chapter 4, verse 1 through 10. This scripture really has a really heartful and sincere tone. So in verse 1, it says, "What causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come from your desires that battle within you? You desire, but do not have, so you kill. You covet, but you cannot get what you want, so you quarrel and fight. You do not have, because you do not ask God. When you ask, you do not receive, because you ask with wrong motives, that you may spend what you get on your pleasures." As a human, I've always wanted things. We've always wanted things. I always chose, to think of the worst possibilities when I would pray. I thought, I was just here to live and die without purpose. So when it came to prayer, I never really put any faith into it. Or, it was mostly just for my own interest, but never really relied on it. And it wasn't until I really started studying the Bible, I figured out that once I started applying myself and just giving it a shot, that things would work out. And it turns out God was working miracles for me. I was always so stressed. I never really enjoyed what God had given me in the moment, because I was always, oh, what about this and that. And it wasn't until I just stopped and I started applying myself where I was like, dang, prayer does work. So in verse 7 it says, "Submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Come near to God, and he will come near to you. Wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Grieve, mourn, and wail. Change your laughter to mourning, and your joy to gloom. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up." I became a Christian 10 months ago, and it's always on a daily basis where I need to submit to God. Just with my thoughts and the things that I look at and the things that I take part in, especially in a time like today when we're always at home and there's nothing to do. I think for me it's very hard. It's always an hour-by-hour struggle to just stay firm with God and, not go into impurity, or to not, just go online and just do what I want. It may sound hyperbolic, the devil fleeing from you, but to be honest, it's very hard, when you stand firm with God, for the devil to take, to snatch you away from him. And I think what we need to do is, we can't ask with expectations and skepticism. We can't pray with that. We need to pray with submissiveness, to God, because he knows what's best for us. Let me ask you a question. When you pray for something, what kind of heart do you have? What are your motives? Are you praying out of joy, anger, fear, sadness? So in closing, in verse 10 it says, "Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up." There's a lot of things going on right now, and we feel like there are a lot of areas, especially today, where we think that, no one, can help fix, or we shouldn't let anyone in. But I'm sure that if we let God in our lives and we humble ourselves before him and let him take the wheel, that, he, will do great things for us, and he'll lead us through this. So I just hope that this was helpful for you guys. Stay safe out there, and